The first cohort of the Elimu Scholarship Program has been commissioned. 9,000 beneficiaries of the program will join Form 1 after receiving their scholarships from the Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha at a ceremony held at the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development in Nairobi.
We are all gathered here today, ladies and gentlemen, to launch what, in my view, is perhaps the most transformative day for my life. I feel fulfilled that we are giving back to the poor who otherwise would not have gotten an opportunity. Even if you are in the poorest slum, you are sure that there is a window that one day you will become a surgeon like me and carry your family outside the slum.
Through hard work, I was able to achieve 405 marks, which made me able to be admitted in Asumbi Girls High School. And my mother does casual duties such as washing people's clothes. The Elimu Scholarship, I thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
I got 377 marks. I had been selected as one of the Elimu Scholars. I would like to thank the Ministry of Education and the Professor George Magoha and the CEO of Equity Bank, Dr. James Mwangi. Thank you.
Equity Group Foundation Executive Chairman Dr. James Mwangi thanked the World Bank for supporting the government's initiative towards a 100% transition to secondary school.
For Equity, this is really a momentous moment, a testament that the tried and tested Wings to Fly program can be scaled to a national level. We believe that with the government being able to do more than what Wings to Fly has done for 11 years, in just 2 years, it shows the commitment of the government.
Through the Equity, you have good mentorship. Reach out to your mentors and work together to achieve what you need to achieve, and above all, pursue excellence in everything you do, in the small tasks, in the big task, and that will become a habit and a culture which you will carry to your young adulthood.
The chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Education, Julius Meli, acknowledged Equity for pioneering corporate support of bright but needy children to access secondary education.
I want to really recognize and appreciate the revolution of Equity Group. Equity Group 35 years ago came in with a different mode in banking. 10 years back when I was a principal, they started the Equity Scholarship Program. And the CEO, I want to tell you, one of my students who benefited that time is now a research scientist in Hungary. That in itself is a testimony of the kind of good work that the public-private partnership can do and the private sector.
Equity Group, once again, we would want to say thank you very much for the good work that we have done and the good work that you did. When we talk about the principle of equity to access to education, it is said that those who merit and cannot afford, as a society, we must make system and support processes that will be able to make them access. So today we are seeing that particular equity principle being addressed, where we say if you merit and you cannot afford, it is for us in government and society to create systems that will make you access. And this is that, but one of those particular systems that will ensure that those who merit and cannot afford will be able to progress.
Professor Magoha called on other willing partners to support the program to ensure all children access education.
I therefore wish to thank Equity Foundation. I took part in your interview processes, in 3 of them in Kisumu, and I was deeply touched that the children that have been nominated have been identified without prejudice. There are many poor children that we are unable to sponsor. The database is there. The interviews have been done. I would like to challenge Kenyans. That is not how much you give, but the spirit with which you give it. I would like to ask all Kenyans who are employed or who are doing their own business to just stop for a minute and think of the less fortunate in our society.
The 18,000 Elimu scholarships will bring the total scholarships offered through the Equity Group Foundation to 35,304. The Elimu program targeted scholars from financially humble backgrounds in 110 sub-counties and 15 informal settlements who attained 280 marks and above in KCPE.